Hey, what's up guys, welcome back to another video. Today, like you saw in the title, we're doing the big battery upgrade kit on my Can MX-3. Now I got this from tmwoffroad.com, and you guys can get the same deal I got by using the discount code FRANKG15 and get yourself 15% off. So that's gonna be good till the end of 2020. And now let's get on to the big battery and show you why this thing is a much needed upgrade. Now look at the size of this thing. So this is a full throttle 560 giant battery for this car, 44 amp hours. And the cold cranking amps is 560 amps. So very large, double the size, double the capacity, double the cold cranking amps. You're gonna need a bigger bracket. And this one's made by TMW Off-Road, as you can see there. And let's check out the stock one. So you can see it's pretty much half the size. Now nothing wrong with the stock battery, but if you're running an audio system like I am, and a light bar, and you're out night riding and using everything at once, you're gonna run into a check engine light and a low voltage code. So on 2021s, they upgraded the charging system, but 2020 and back have this issue. So we're gonna go ahead and upgrade the battery and have a bigger capacity, bigger fuel tank, so we don't have to worry about the charging system having to keep up. So let's go ahead and take out the old one. All right, so taking out the old battery is pretty easy. You got these two 10mm at the very bottom of the floorboard. You take that off and you can pretty much just disassemble all these brackets. Don't worry about, you know, not knowing how they go, because you're not going to be using these anymore. Now I would keep these in a safe place just in case you ever sell your vehicle, you want to pull your battery out, you want to put these back in. So let's go ahead and get the battery out. It's going to be pretty easy. There are two 10s, one on each side. Now I got a bunch of other cables going on here. I got an extra negative and an extra positive for my audio system. I also got a extra negative and extra positive for my winch, and I also got an extra negative and an extra positive for my jumper system. And if you haven't seen that video, go check it out. It's an easy way to jump your vehicle without having to pull your seat out, and that's another thing we're trying to avoid with this big battery. So let's go ahead and pull this all off, and we'll get to installing the new big battery. All right guys, if you can't tell the difference, I mean, it's obvious. It's literally double the size.
Damn, boy, he's thick, boy!
So we're gonna go ahead and wipe down all the dirt that's in there, and then we'll install the new battery. All right guys, I almost forgot, but you gotta install the battery bracket here before you put the battery on, because it'll cover it up. So, well, right now that I'm thinking about it, I don't really like how the bolts are gonna stick up and rub on the battery. So I'm gonna put a piece of foam just to be safe, just to keep the battery protected. But it is really hard, so I doubt anything would happen anyways. But we'll go ahead and do that, just in case. All right, was this step necessary? Probably not, but am I picky? I'm very picky. So let's go ahead and put the battery on there, and then we'll put the bracket on, and pretty much the rest is self-explanatory. We'll put the bolts on, hook up our cables, and we'll be done. Let's see how it looks.
A few moments later.
All right guys, check it out. So I had to cut the bolt because it was too long, and if you can see here, the tab is at an angle, and I couldn't install the bolt because the bolt head kept hitting this, so I couldn't get it straight onto the thread. So I had to cut the bolt in half and use a wrench, but it is tight on there. What's nice about this bracket is not only does it strap over the top, but it straps off to the side. And yeah, that's nice and tight. So that battery ain't gonna go nowhere. Holy mother of spaghetti bowls. So I'm starting to think I got too much shit going on here, but the negative cable is hooked up, so that's the factory cable. Then I have my jumper cable, so I could jump the car from the outside. If you guys seen that video, check it out. I'll show you in a second. This is another ground from the factory. This is a ground from the Rockford Fosgate. This is a ground for my winch, and then same thing over here. Actually opposite over here. Just the main battery cable from the vehicle and the Rockford Fosgate, and then the cable for the winch. I actually have it over here. So lots going on, lots going on, too much going on. So if you do one of these, be aware that I had to cut the bolt here. Also be aware that the bolts that the battery comes with are too long, because you're not going to use the post. You're pretty much going to bolt straight onto the battery. And you're gonna have to bend the negative cable just a little bit. Same thing with this one, I just bend it slightly just so it could fit on there. But overall, I'm happy. It looks like a good fitment. I had a bracket or a cover they used to go on here. That's no longer gonna be able to go on there because it sticks out way too much. But at least I won't have any more charging issues. All right, so that's it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. So big battery kit. If you have a stereo like the one I have, they seem to be what draws the most power. So get yourself a big battery or a secondary battery. My buddy CJ in his 2021, they put a secondary battery. That's also an option. I personally like just a big battery. They say that the second battery is good because if you have an isolator, you can isolate the batteries from each other, and when you're parked and you're not using your audio system, or excuse me, when you're not running the vehicle and you're using your audio system, you can pretty much run the audio system off one battery. The problem with that, in my eyes, is that then the batteries become unbalanced. One battery is low on voltage, the other one is high on voltage, and when the isolator clicks over when you start the vehicle, there's a difference in voltage and they're gonna fight each other until they're even again. Now audio shops probably don't care because it works, honestly. The idea is, even if you drain your one battery from letting your radio stay on too long, when you go to start your vehicle will start off the other battery. But like I said, batteries don't like to be unbalanced. Now think about this, on a Milwaukee 18 volt battery like this, or on my RC cars, the LiPos, it is very important to balance the cells. Just like on a high voltage vehicle, you got multiple cells. There's systems specifically designed to balance the system. So lithium is a lot different than this. This is a absorbent glass mat. It's not, you know, it's not as big of an issue, but still, batteries don't like to be unbalanced, and it's better to keep them balanced together or just get a big battery. So with this kit, yes, you have to be mindful that you don't use your stereo way too long and it kills the battery completely, and then you can't even start the vehicle. So 2 batteries, I get it, that works too. But personally, I don't think it's gonna last as long. So thanks for watching, and see you guys next time.